A sense of accountability. I've mentioned that already as one of the cores. Second Corinthians 5:10. He said we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ. All of us. That everyone may receive the things done in his body according to what he had done, whether it be good or bad. So while you were in the flesh, he said everything you did, you will appear before the judgment seat of Christ to give you account. That sense of accountability is one of the things that provokes reward. When you find responsible people, especially in spiritual context, is because at the end of time they want to hear, thou good and faithful servant. If that's not a motivation for you, you will never be responsible. But some of us who know the implication, when we remember scriptures like that, it provokes us. It pushes us. In Matthew 12:36, Jesus said, everyone will give account of all he has done and all he has said. If they are idle words or wholesome word, everyone must give account. For it is expected of a steward, 1 Corinthians 4:2, that a man be found faithful. So you find responsible people, there is a consciousness of accountability. And accountability is in levels. You need to understand that. And I think it's sensitive, so I have to say it. That accountability is in levels. Are those, thank you, who have a sense of accountability? First, to God. Romans 4:12. So then, each of us will give account of ourselves to God. Secondly, to spiritual authorities. Hebrews 13:17. Obey them that have rule over you, for they watch over your souls and must give account for you. And so that when they do, they will do with joy, for it is profitable unto you. Number 3, to fellow believers. I'm accountable to you. Although I'm a spiritual authority over you, but I'm accountable to you. If I do anything that is not morally right, I lose the right to stand here to speak to you. Except as repentance and restitution is carried out. So we are accountable to one another. Galatians 6:1-2. Carry each other's burden. And so we fulfill the law of Christ. It says in James 5:16, confess your faults one to another. So we owe that level of accountability. Number 4, to civic authorities. You are accountable to the constitution of your country. You are accountable to the authorities that be, for they are ordained of God. You can't say, no, I don't care, I can do what I want. No, you can't, sir. The Bible says every authority that be is ordained of God. And they say if you violate them, they don't bear the rod in vain. So you are accountable. Let everyone, Romans 13:1-2, be subject to the governing authority. Let everyone be subject unto the higher power or governing authority. It said, for there is no power but of God, and the powers that be are ordained of God. Accountability. And then finally, obedience or responsible Christianity, I beg your pardon, is a function of faithful stewardship. That's an inward character of your spirit. Faithful stewardship. Faithful stewardship. There are people that hate it for anything in their hands not to work. There are people that hate it for anything committed to them to fail. Even if there was no profit, as it were, so long as you say, this is committed to you, they will do all for it to work. It's a state of their spirit, man. It's called stewardship, faithful stewardship. Most people who are responsible, that's the disposition of their inner man. They are not even doing it because of you. First, because of God, and secondly, because they can't deny themselves. If it fails in their hands, they will almost not forgive themselves. And the Bible upholds such values. I quoted for you already from Luke 16 verse 10. That God expects us to be faithful, even in little. I quoted for you from 1 Corinthians 4 too. That is expected of a steward that a man be found faithful. So, responsible people are people that are naturally faithful. The Bible says, a faithful man who can find. That means there are men who are faithful. In fact, if you find faithful people that have loyalty in them, they are big treasures. There are two things that are a must for anybody who must be committed authority, amongst other things. Number one is loyalty, which is a product of love and faithfulness. And number two is competence. When you find anybody that has these two qualities, that's one of the biggest blessings God has given to you if you are heading a course. Because it's in some people. And there are people that rebellion is in them. I'm telling you, it's in them naturally. In fact, you will invest all the grace of God on your life to help them remove it. They don't even know. Find such people. If they are not leading, they are not involved. And the moment they are leading, they want to do it their way. Give them authority. They have problem with 20 people already. Everybody is wrong but them. They can command people. They can punish people. The day you give them one punishment, they are out. Rebellion. That's not responsibility. Because for every level of growth, God will check your rebellion. In the kingdom, one thing that can never be tolerated, even in heaven, is rebellion. When Satan rebelled, he was kicked out. So responsibility requires faithful stewardship. And so anybody who wants God to help him in these corridors, these 7 things are a must for you.